Good evening all and welcome to another video on All How the Ale. It's Saturday night, which means it's craft beer night. And the beer we're going for tonight is from Buxton Brewery. It's this one. It is Wyoming Sheep Ranch. And Wyoming Sheep Ranch, apart from a weirdly named beer, is a double IPA weighing in at 8.4% ABV. There's very little information on the can. There's a little bit of blurb about the brewery, which we won't go into. But there's a little bit about the beer. It says, "There's nothing sheepish about this big, bold double IPA. Fresh and piney with a bitterness that will butt you into the next valley." I like the sound of that. I like my double IPAs to be bitter. And I like them piney and resinous. So it bodes well. It's natural, unfiltered, and unpasteurized. Your ingredients are listed as water, barley, hops, and yeast. Nice and simple. So yeah, and it's available in local Tesco's for not a lot of dosh, like I say. Anyway, let's get it out into a glass and see what we think, shall we? We're going to pour into my teku, because we can. And the pour is golden, a little hazy. I'm not going to go nuts on the pour. That will do. So it is nice and golden. It is. It's kind of like a slightly murky West Coast. And nice deep orangey. It looks nice and thick on the roll. Decent off-white head. Pretty tight and compact. It's a whiff. Interesting. So there's nothing obvious sticking out. It has got citrus, plenty of it, verging on the orangey, the mandarin-y, the grapefruity. Yeah, it's a real West Coast vibe, that sticky orange. And there is that hint of pithy resinous in the background. It smells really quite nice. It's not hugely strong, but I want to go in and keep sniffing to find more because it's quite interesting. And there is a hint of the booze, which is nice, a nice touch. So, looks good, smells really rather nice. Let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. That's nice. That is nice. It's reminiscent of a beer. And I've got a little happy smile on my face right now because of that little moment, remembering a beer that I used to absolutely, thoroughly love. And I'm sure many, many people, if they would admit it to themselves, loved it as well. It's not quite as intense, but it's in the ballpark of Cannonball. That real depth of bitterness, that oily hop nature, that sticky, pithy, orangey deliciousness that was Cannonball is reminiscent of this beer. This is a more refined flavour, if you remember Cannonball. The body is medium. The carbonation is light to medium. The intensity of flavour is all the way up there. And it is that orange, that marmalade, Seville orange, that real bitter edge to it. And it's dry. It's very, very dry in the mouth as well. I like it a lot. Ah, it's lovely. In fairness, Buxton make brilliant beer. No question. And this is another brilliant one of theirs. Rather glorious. The finish is where much of that bitterness and that sticky, resinous nature resides. Oh, I could sit and sip that all night long. but I can't for two reasons. Number one, it's the only one I've got. Number two, yeah, I wouldn't survive. So, right, scoreboard of joy time. I'm quite a happy chappy. It's void of anything. We're going to fill it in. And as usual, the red pen of judgment will be the one to do it. And we're going to revisit the pour first of all. The colour, like I said at the beginning, it's like a slightly murky West Coast. It's got that depth of orange colour. It's got a nice white head on it. Visually, it's a lovely looking beer. There's absolutely nothing to dislike about that. And yeah, as such, I'm going to give it the full point. The aroma, like I said, was not the strongest. It's not. But it is very interesting. Like I say, it's citrus forward. It's got that pithy, bitter orange. You've got a hint of grapefruit. And that's about it. Like I say, it's a very solid West Coast influenced beer. It's glorious. I like it. Like I say, it's probably 6 out of 10 on the strength. But in terms of how much I enjoy it a lot. So I'm going to give it the full point. And the body. Now, it's 8.4%. And I don't know if it's just me being kind of greedy and wanting a little bit more. But it's good. It's medium. It needs, for me, I just want it to be really thick and sticky and chewy. A double dry hopped version of that would just that would add that hop chew that would just elevate it to full marks. But in this case, I'm going to give it a 0.9. The taste, though, I cannot fault. As I mentioned, it's a more refined, restrained, in fact, version of. Well, it's not a version. It's got that cannonball flavour, just refined. It's not quite as in your face. It's not quite as raw and brutal, but it's very, very reminiscent. And like it or love it or hate it even, I absolutely thoroughly adored Cannonball. And this is very reminiscent of it, and I'm going to give it the full point. And on the finish, I like my IPAs bitter, hoppy and long on the back end. Double IPAs more so. This is indeed bitter. It's very hoppy, and I can still taste it going on now. I've got all that beautiful orange that's just living there on the back of my tongue. So I'm going to give it the full point. And yeah, so it's got 4.9 out of 5, which is a bloody good score. But yeah, just a little more on the body. That double dry hop, it just add a little something to really lift that body up into the stratosphere. Make you really think you're drinking an 8.4% beer. And it would be perfect. Nevertheless, would I buy it again? Absolutely I would. It's a very tasty beer. That's what matters at the end of the day. Value for money. It was decent value for money. It's about £3.50 in Tesco. So yes, it was going to get a value for money. But sadly, it can't have the full bonus because it did not get a full 5 out of 5. But it was very close. Very close indeed. It's getting a full 5. But 4.9 with 2 bonuses for good measure. So there we go, Buxton. You should give yourself a pat on the back. It's a bloody tasty beer. Weird name, you gotta say. Don't know where you get them from. Many beers have weird names, but nevertheless, this one is an odd one. Why would you name a beer after a sheep ranch in far-flung Wyoming? I won't know. Hopefully someone from Buxton has said somewhere. I'll check it out on the website later. If not, if you know, stick it in the comments section below. And I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of this beer and upload the video for your viewing pleasure and leave it there by saying, that's been the beer, I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You got your like, comment, dislike and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I'll see you again soon for another one. Bye for now.